Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with Couscous Primavera. This is a super easy, super fast vegetable side dish. And yes, I'm borrowing the name from pasta primavera, which just means spring in Italian. And by the way, very important, this is quick American-style couscous, not authentic North African couscous. So all you Moroccans, just relax. We are not saying this is your authentic version. This is much better. And of course, when I say much better, I mean in the American context of faster and easier. All right, step one here, we're going to measure our dry couscous into a metal or glass bowl. All right, something heat-proof. I'm going to add some diced jalapeno, nice small dice, some green onion, some cayenne, a little cumin, a little black pepper, and some olive oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a spoon or a fork and mix that up, and you want to keep mixing until every single little tiny grain of couscous is coated with oil. By the way, couscous is often referred to as a grain. It isn't actually a little tiny grain. It's more like little tiny pieces of pasta. So anyway, just a little extra info for you in case you ever find yourself on a, side dish trivia related game show. All right, once all the oil is mixed in, you're going to take a piece of foil big enough to fit over your bowl and just keep it ready. Keep it next to the bowl. You're going to need that. All right, we're going to set that aside. All right, now we're going to prep our other vegetables. And like I said earlier, primavera means spring. So we're going to use some nice spring vegetables, one being asparagus. I'm going to take a small bunch, cut the tips off, and then cut the spears into like small little 1/4-inch pieces. I'm only going to cook this for like a minute, so we want it nice and small. All right, so our asparagus is prepped. Over on the stove, I have a couple cups of vegetable stock. We're going to keep this 100% vegetarian, but you can use chicken stock. I'm going to put that on high heat. I'm going to dump in some spring peas. You can use fresh or frozen. I'm going to dump in my asparagus, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. So American-style couscous is super easy. It's couscous with boiling liquid poured over it, and then left to sit for a few minutes. So once that comes to a boil, you're going to quickly bring it over to your couscous bowl. You're going to pour it in carefully and safely. You're going to give the bowl a little shake to make sure all the couscous is settled into the liquid. You're going to cover quickly with your foil. Make a very tight seal. Hurry, fast. Seal it tight. There you go. That's going to sit for 5 minutes. Now, while that's sitting, I'm going to chop some fresh herb. I love mint in this. Parsley works, basil works, whatever your favorites are, any combination of herbs will work. 5 minutes later, I'm going to take off the foil, take a fork, and fluff up the couscous. And you're going to see how beautifully it absorbed all that flavorful liquid. I'm going to season with a little bit of salt, which of course I could have put in the stock, and then my fresh herb, and this is ready to serve. What a fantastically easy side dish. Now, what makes this really cool, number one, it's super fast and easy, but it's also good hot, room temperature, and you can even serve this cold with a little bit more olive oil and maybe lemon juice or vinegar. You almost make like a salad out of it. So it's very versatile, great for picnics, great for cookouts, and there you go. And if you did it right, all those little grains of couscous will be totally separate, light, fluffy, delicious. All right, you see all my beautiful green spring vegetables, the spring onions, the peas, the asparagus, jalapeno, give it a little kick. Anything works in this. Go to farmer's market, get a bunch of vegetables, chop them up, and make vegetable couscous. Or, as it's called in the spring, Couscous Primavera. Anyway, I hope you give that a try. All the ingredients are on the site, so go check it out. And as always, enjoy.